Over the last couple of decades, I was able to collect lots of data around relationships, making this the greatest and the most important part in my maturing journey. As I went through unconventional experiences in love relationships, I guess I never experienced heartbreak as the disheartening experience of trying over and over, debunking the patterns. But I have experienced this with my friendships. What is up, guys? My name is Lani, and in this 3-part YouTube series, I want to show you how friendships in your 20s are just as hard to cultivate as love relationships, if not even more. Because of my borderline personality, all throughout middle school and high school, relationships were transactional to me. From a place of deep fear of abandonment, I would buy myself friends, either through actual money or favors. However, this, of course, attracted parasite people. In college, I finally acknowledged the patterns through a specific karmic relationship, which helped me to debunk it all. However, unfortunately, I played a lot on defense to guard myself from this type of parasite people, instead of also counterparting it with the actual cultivation of other types of relationships. A current friendship, however, the one I thought I manifested, is a great ground of experimentation in this sense. Thanks to this friendship, I was able to adjust the actual manifestation of all the relationship traits I design and I look for. At least this is what I kept repeating myself from an entire year, almost gaslighting myself into believing that this friendship was what I needed and what I wanted. And I know this is such a cliffhanger, but please keep on watching this series to discover the plot twist at the end of it. First of all, awareness. To me, awareness is the foundation of a relationship. However, through this friendship, I guess I was able to redefine awareness because it turned out to be not as I expected it to be. So I'll get back to this point in a moment. First, I want to talk about curiosity. I thought this was an optional, but it became the foundation for my relationships. I mean curiosity as the attitude to know the other, ask questions, but I also mean curiosity as the posture toward the unknown. I guess as humans, we all fear the unknown. This is normal, this is natural. However, curiosity is the choice to get to know the unknown. It's conscious alternative to judgment. Therefore, as a choice, it's also a matter of values. Yet this leads me to my point. Aging is not a choice, but maturing is. As you mature, you choose what to value. And also, as you mature, what you do not change, you choose. I think that not choosing equals to choosing to not. You maybe do not choose the environment you come from, the conditioning from such environment. However, not choosing to change such environment equals to choosing the same environment. This brings me back to awareness. And what I mean by awareness, it's not just about acknowledging the patterns. It also requires the will to choose or maybe to change such patterns, to go above and beyond the patterns, to go above and beyond the sentence, "Oh, I am just made this way," we often use as an excuse. I intend awareness as the will to change based on the values you choose. I know the will to change alone in and of itself is not always enough. However, I think it is essential. With the will, I intend the choice to change. This is what ignites the process. Without the will to change, without the choice to change, all the other things, all the help you can get, all the support, even all the resources are nonsense. To me, this is the foundation of relationships. Also, this is the foundation for friendships. consciousness. What I mean with consciousness is for sure awareness of who you are, the patterns you are conditioned by. However, I also intend consciousness as, yes, awareness, but also the will to change, the will to choose what you value, and therefore to change based on the values you choose. So keep on watching this series to discover how friendships are often underrated, especially if compared to love relationships, when it comes about identifying the red flags to avoid. In fact, with this friendship I will present you in this series, I was able to identify the green flags to look for in a relationship. Because with this friend, because in this friendship, I realized there were none. So I was able to adjust my manifestation, let's say, to realize what I want, what I need in a friend. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, make sure to subscribe to not miss the next upload.